Former surgeon Jayant Patel has been granted a retrial for the manslaughter of 3 of his patients. He was serving a 7-year jail sentence for the deaths, which occurred during his stint as surgeon at Queensland's Bundaberg Hospital. The High Court today unanimously found that Patel's 2010 trial was tainted by weeks of highly emotive and prejudicial evidence. James Kelly reports.
Jayant Patel had been in jail for 2 years. This evening, the former Bundaberg surgeon was driven out of Walston Correctional Centre in Brisbane's west, a free man.
But what's going to happen now? What's going to happen now? I don't know, darling. We'll get there.
In Bundaberg, there was anguish after the High Court unanimously upheld Jayant Patel's appeal.
My heart stopped. I felt like I'd been hit by a brick.
I'm distraught, obviously, that's happened, especially for the patients and the relatives.
The High Court ordered a new trial after it quashed Patel's manslaughter and grievous bodily harm convictions. A miscarriage of justice had occurred because on the 43rd day of a 58-day trial, the prosecution radically changed its case in a way that rendered irrelevant much of the evidence that had been admitted. The High Court found that much of the prosecution's case was about Patel's surgical skills and how he'd been grossly negligent when treating his patients. But as the trial progressed, the evidence showed the surgery had been performed competently enough, and the Crown changed its case to one about Patel's decision to operate. By then, the jury had been exposed to prejudicial evidence.
I've tried over the past 11 weeks to think of every scenario, but this was the worst one.
This afternoon, Patel's lawyers were back at the Supreme Court in Brisbane applying for bail. It was granted on conditions originally set in July 2008. They include a $20,000 surety and that he reports to police 3 times a week.
Yeah, I'm happy with the decision, and Dr. Patel is relieved too. Unfortunately, everything starts again now, but the High Court has given its verdict and we all start again.
It's gone on for years and years, so it would have been nice to have it over today. But I also understand that, justice has to be served for Dr. Patel and, so be it.
The Director of Public Prosecution says it will carefully consider the High Court's decision before a retrial. Talk of another court case is all too hard to contemplate for the Bundaberg support group.
All those months, all those people, all that evidence, all that anguish, all that grief, I can't imagine.
Judy Kemps, whose husband died at Bundaberg, doesn't know if she has the strength for another trial.
I don't know.
We can't give up. It's like giving up halfway. We can't give up.
Patel won't be reunited with his wife just yet. His lawyer says she's still in the United States. James Kelly, Lateline.